So as we're ready to say goodbye to another month of 2018, you might have noticed in Instagram and on Facebook, maybe on YouTube and some blogs, that our DVRT community, especially our master instructors, have been putting together this thing called February Flow February. There's a little hashtag to it, pretty unique. And the reason why we wanted to do this, well, because it started with an F, Flow February. It just only makes sense, right? But there's so many unique things that the Ultimate Sandbag offers in training, and to use those flow movements, and to step back just a little bit, those flows, what are flows, by the way? Flows are when you combine movements. You can do as little as 2 movements and as many as whatever you can do to make it logical. That's going to be the key sense of these flows. So moving from one movement to the other fluidly, using the Ultimate Sandbag. You can also use other implements. You could definitely use kettlebells. You can use your own body weight. Probably not going to be very successful with a barbell, especially in like a large group setting. Think about it, logistics, it's just not going to work. But the uniqueness that Ultimate Sandbag offers you when we're transitioning from one position to the other, the instability of the Ultimate Sandbag, moving in one direction, but our Ultimate Sandbag is pulling us in another, so it's creating force, but then it's also resisting force at the same time. And it's such a smart way to train, because that's how life is. Being able to move and resist the manipulation of the Ultimate Sandbag as we go through, it's so pretty. That's what it is, especially when you do it right and when you do it smart. It's not a circus act. We want to create these flows so everybody can do them. I do get a lot of questions at Fitness Lying Down and other places, that these people that see these flows that I post. How do you fit this into your programming? And how do you come up with the flows? What are you looking for when you make these flow movements happen? Number one, programming. You can make this the absolute first movement of your program, making sure that you've got the neurological components all ready to go so you're not zapped out. But then that's the opportunity to increase your weight with the Ultimate Sandbag. Not to use it light, but to spend some good quality movement lifting heavy things. You can also put it on in the tail end of your program. You can use it as one of those finishers that we like to call it, where we combine a few things and give you a little more bang for your buck. Of course, you're going to have to watch out though when you do put it in at the end of your workout program, because most of your clients or yourself, you've been pretty zapped. Neurologically, your system is almost drained. You just don't have what you had in the beginning of the session. You can't offer that quality. So that's the opportunity where you go just a little bit lighter and you get just a little bit more kick in the pants. Let's just call it that. What am I personally looking for when I go into designing, creating one of my flows? I like to think of the many movements that we have at our disposal. What do we have? We have pushing, we have pulling, we have hip hinging, we have knee dominance like a squat, a lunge, we have rotation, we have anti-rotation, we have locomotion, so we're moving. There's a lot of things to think about. And then you put together those movements and you think about how they can flow together. But the first thing you have to do is you have to master those movements. So if you're really good at the power clean and you're good at the squat, well, why not? Just get us that Ultimate Sandbag, power clean up into the front loaded position, bang out a couple squats. That's a flow movement, and that's a tough one too. Making those subtle changes too. So if instead of increasing your load on your Ultimate Sandbag, if you do something as subtly as take it into an offset grip or maybe even a staggered stance, that's going to increase your intensity just that much. So it's pretty amazing how you can make these flow movements happen. So if you know peanut butter and if you know jelly, what's the problem with putting them together and making a little bit of a sandwich for a little extra flavor in your session? I'm really excited for March, so until next time.